How much time do we have left? How much time do we have before Russia invades Western Europe and bombs America? First of all, let me explain that the Bible says that Daniel is a book in the Bible. The book of Daniel says that there are 10 horns that Daniel sees in a vision. And another horn comes up among the 10 horns. And this is talking about one nation invading 10 nations. And the location of the 10 nations, the 10 victim nations, is Western Europe. Now, why do I say Western Europe? Well, the 10 horns are on this beast. It's called the fourth beast. This is in chapter 7, verse 7. Now, it says in verse 17 that the 4 beasts are 4 kingdoms. More accurately, they are 4 empires in succession. What they have in common is that each one ruled over the nation of Israel. Now, we know the 3rd beast is Greece, and we know that Rome succeeded Greece, so that gives us the identity of the 4th beast, the Roman Empire, which is synonymous with Western Europe. So the 10 horns are 10 nations in Western Europe, but more importantly, Western Europe is married. We are married to Western Europe. America is married to Western Europe through NATO. We are the defender of Western Europe, so the Russian invasion of Western Europe has to be accompanied by a Russian attack on America. So while Daniel chapter 7 says nothing about America, that is implicit, the Russian attack on America. Now, the question is, when will this happen? How much time do we have left? Well, logically speaking, Russia would not attack us as long as we can retaliate and destroy Russia. So, logically speaking, Russia will wait until America continues to disarm, which is what we have been doing over the last 30 years. Ever since Russia ended the Cold War and gave up Eastern Europe and let the Soviet Union split up and let communism fall and let democracy supposedly take over. Now the trouble is, democracy in Russia is a sham. The Democratic parties are not allowed to win elections. They're not allowed to gain any money. There was a rich communist who gave money to the Democratic parties. He was arrested on trumped-up charges. He was thrown in prison. So doesn't that tell you that democracy in Russia is a Potemkin democracy? That means a phony democracy. Russia will not attack us as long as we can retaliate. But we have been steadily disarming, and actually, a couple of years ago, we reach the point where the warheads we will fire from the missiles that we fire from our submarines, the warheads have come down below 1100. Well, they're 1120. They're on 8 submarines and at sea, and we have come down below 1300 warheads, and that's the magic number, because Russia has enough interceptor missiles called ABMs, anti-ballistic missiles. Russia has enough of ABMs to shoot down 1,300 of our warheads, and we have come down to 1,120. So we are ripe for the plucking. We're living on borrowed time. I conclude that Russia is waiting till the 70th anniversary of the rebirth of Israel in 1948. Now, this is the year of that anniversary. Russia is waiting till this year, and sometime this year, Russia will attack. Why would they attack on the 70th anniversary of the restoration of the nation of Israel? Because Israel, see, Russia is allied with the Arabs. The Arabs want to, quote, liberate Palestine, unquote, and they want to add insult to injury. In other words, they don't want to just bomb America and then invade Israel and try to wipe Israel off the face of the map. They want to do it on a very sacred year, and sacred to Israel. And that's what this year is, because it's the 70th anniversary. But there's another reason. There's another reason for picking, for me thinking that 2018 is the year of the Russian attack on America, the Russian invasion of Europe, and the Russian invasion of Israel. And that is, Christ said that from the point that these things begin, within one generation of that point, all things will be fulfilled. Now he's talking about nuclear war, among other things. And so what is the point? What is the point where these things begin? Well, he mentioned the time of Gentile rule over Israel, the land of Israel, coming to an end, which means the beginning of Jewish rule. So that would be the logical point where, quote, these things begin. That's in Luke 21, verse 28. And 32 is where it says, verse 32 is where it says, everything will be finished within one generation. Now, 70 years is a generation. That's in Psalm 90, verse 10. And so we take 1948, when Israel came back. We add 70, that brings us to 2018. Also, there's another bit of evidence pointing to this year or around this year. There was a famous Irish Roman Catholic archbishop who wrote about how many more popes there would be. He lived in the 1100s. He was given a vision in which he was able to count how many popes there would be. 112 is the number he came up with. And from his time, and the pope that is in office right now is number 112. Now, it may be that this author, Saint Malachi, was actually a pseudonym for Nostradamus. There's evidence that Nostradamus is the real author of the prophecy about how many popes there will be left. And